This video is everything you need to know to play and win in ranked mini-walls, even as a complete beginner. There will be timestamps in the description, but I recommend watching every portion as you will learn something new. This is the beginner's guide with an advanced guide coming soon that will dive deeper into complex strategies, map-specific tactics, and everything else. Before we dive in, to play ranked mini-walls, you need to join the Ranked Mini-Walls Discord server. The link to join is at the top of the description. Games are played in a best of 3 rounds format in either a 4v4 or 3v3 depending on the season. Ranked mini-walls centers on fast-paced strategy and teamwork. The goal is simple. Take out the opposing team's wither, then eliminate the players. Once a wither is destroyed, that team can't respawn. If no wither has been eliminated in 3 minutes, they automatically die. Mini-walls also features unique game mechanics, such as gaining 3 hearts for kills and breaking wall by using a bow. Also, you can't damage withers with a bow, and critical hits don't deal extra damage to withers. Furthermore, multiple people attacking a wither does not deal more damage, only have one person attacking it at a time. Before the game starts, select the soldier kit, then you'll have 15 seconds to gather wool by breaking blocks. Then you can choose to make defenses, which I'll cover on how to do later. You'll have a stone sword, 10 wool blocks, and 2 arrows, regenerating every 8 seconds. Remember, your target wither is diagonally across from you. There are also 2 other kits. The archer kit features 4 arrows with a faster regen rate of 4 seconds and a wooden sword. The builder kit offers a wooden sword, extra blocks, and faster mining tools. However, the soldier kit is generally recommended because it deals more damage to withers, 5 per hit compared to the 4 with the others.
Note that some seasons may restrict kit selections to only the soldier kit, so always check the game rules before playing.
Now, onto core gameplay tips to keep you ahead in the game. The most important thing to take away from this guide are the respawn times. If you die in your quadrant as shown in this square, your respawn time is 12 seconds as opposed to 6 seconds anywhere else. This allows the opposing team to gain a tremendous amount of pressure, especially if they are already in your base attacking the wither. Try and force fights outside of your quadrant as much as you can. Wither strafing. Avoid taking damage from the wither by timing your jumps and attacks. It is possible to kill a wither entirely if no one is attacking you. Jump to the side slightly after the wither launches a skull. There is a rhythm to this, and it is something you can only learn through practice. Make sure you are constantly hitting so you can damage the wither at the fastest rate. I strongly suggest joining a private game to practice this. Shooting an opponent precisely as the walls fall is called pre-bowing and can significantly impact the outcome of the first fight. If a teammate is attacking the opponent's wither, you can help out by protecting them and killing anyone respawning or running back to defend. Do not also attack the wither with them. If entering your opponent's space seems risky and is likely to get you killed, it is usually better to roof, which means to camp on top of the enemy base. It is important to always have enough blocks so you can use this to roof your opponent. When on top, you can break the second to highest ladder using your axe, so your opponent can't come up and kill you. Another strat is to camp on top until the wither decays to 5%, which means you'll guarantee killing it in 1 hit when you drop. On some maps, you are always guaranteed to get 2 hits if you perfectly block it, but it is only necessary to do this when you are also just about to lose your wither. While camping on top, you can also shoot your opponent at mid to help your teammates win fights. At the start of the game, you can make a staircase on almost every map to defend against roofing and to escape when your wither dies. Here are some examples. Other maps have different prep pre-walls, such as breaking the overhangs on Babylon and Skydome, making it harder for opponents to roof. You should avoid running back to defend as you lose a lot of pressure doing so. It is better to leave the defense to your teammates who are respawning. Only run back if no one is respawning. You can sometimes force your opponents to run back to defend if you correctly skip them. Standing close to your wither while defending not only blocks arrows, protects you from getting hit from the front, but it also gives you regen too. If you do not have health while defending, you should always play with the wither. Rushing underground can be a good way to sneak into the enemy base. This is effective on maps such as Fortitude, Ocean Palace, Burrow, and many more. When you lose your wither, on almost every map you should escape to the roof of your base with your entire team using the staircase you made at the start. Try to survive after that by fighting as a team as your opponents try to come up. And when the enemy loses their wither, you should rush to eliminate the enemy finals as quick as possible before deathmatch. If your opponent has made it on top of their base, you should rush with them together with your entire team. Just be careful about the deathmatch timer. You can pick up arrows from the ground. This is especially useful in deathmatch. Also, note that in deathmatch, blocks will start to fall from the edge. Please don't stand close to the edge, otherwise the void will eat you. Now, onto some intermediate strats. If you are in your opponent's base and you know people are respawning, you can spawn trap them to easily 12 them again. Make sure you leave one block at the bottom. You can also add a head hitter if you have time. It is usually advised to do this when you have a teammate already attacking the wither, otherwise you can go for wither damage instead. Skipping is a strategy where you pass players on the enemy team instead of fighting them. If done correctly, you can get free hits on the wither. This strategy is usually used to kite the enemy back if your team is dealing with too much pressure you cannot get rid of. However, this is a double-edged sword, since if you die, the player that you skipped might overwhelm your team and you could lose a tremendous amount of wither health. You should only skip when you are closer to their base, and rarely ever skip when your wither is a one-tap, as you should be playing defense. Skipping is a really advanced strat, and I will fully cover how to do this in the advanced guide. You can use tab to see alive players. This means that the missing players are respawning. Always press tab while skipping so you can avoid skipping into someone respawning and immediately dying. To defend against roofing, use the staircase to climb up and kill them. Ensure a teammate is defending the wither, otherwise your opponent can simply drop down while you're climbing the staircase and get many free hits on the wither. And if you have no staircase, you need a teammate to wait by your wither so the opponent doesn't get free hits. If your health is low near the start of deathmatch, you can jump in the void and respawn with full health. Bow damage is broken. You can die in 2 hits, so if you get hit in deathmatch, take cover until you heal. On all maps, in deathmatch the final block falls at the X and Z coordinates 2-1. Build up on these blocks to survive. An advanced strat which I'll fully cover on how to do in the advanced guide is to start building a staircase outwards on 2-1. Okay, that's it for my basic tips and early game strategies. I'll be releasing a more advanced tips and tricks video in the future. Don't forget to join the Ranked Renewals Discord server through the link in the description. It's my first time making a video like this, so please hit like if you found this helpful and subscribe so you know when I'll release the advanced guide. Alright, thank you for watching.